What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Minecraft Manual. I'm everybody's big brother Q. Thank you so much for joining me again today. I hope y'all are having an absolutely bro-tastic day. Last time we built this. We built ourselves a nice little enchanting setup over here. Got us some enchanted gear going on. Built a nice little house. I'm really happy with the way the house turned out around it. Really happy with it. I think it looks great. That's going to be the theme for the rest of our village. And I've done a little bit of enchanting since last time. Let's get some things put on here. It's so weird that I'm wearing a gold breastplate. It's weird. But I ended up with another one. I don't remember if I found the other breastplate in a chest somewhere or I killed something and got it. But it had protection 1 on it, so I was able to combine them and get a protection 1 mending breastplate. Other than that, I'm still rocking most of the other stuff. I got a pretty good diamond shovel, efficiency 5, silk touch, unbreaking 3. I ended up combining 2 to get that. Efficiency 4, fortune 2 axe, and then everything else is pretty much the same. Haven't done much else. I've spent so much time out here killing mobs. I'd wait for it to get nighttime, and then I'd go out and I would kill them and kill them and kill them and kill them, and almost blew up. I ended up actually blowing up the front of this house. I was hiding inside of here. That's weird. Guys, I'm playing on a single player world. My world's not on a realm. It's not on a server. This is on my computer. And now there is a book. A book that I don't know how it got here. This is weird. This is really weird. I don't know how it would have been able to get here. I would understand if I was on like Wolfcraft or some other world that's on a server or something. But I'm on a single player world and I have no idea how that book got there. That is so weird. Well, I guess we read it. Upon placing down the enchanting table, you broke the first seal that has had me bound for over a millennia now, and for that I owe you my thanks. My name is Balaur. I'm sure you have many questions that I hope to answer by sharing the history of the Realm of Balaur.
In the beginning there was a race of immortal beings. At its head was myself, who ruled over all with grace and justice. Among those who served me was my most trusted advisor, Arkan. We lived among the people of this world and cared for them deeply. We supplied their every need and communed with them, as a man does with his friends. As time went on, the people under my care found they had much less need for us than they once did. And as their need faded, so too did their communion. Giving no heed to their diminished gratitude, I loved them nonetheless. Arkan, however, allowed a seed of bitterness to be sown deep in his heart, for he saw that they chose to love us only for that which we might give to them, and over time that seed began to grow. Without warning, Arkan decided that he should rule the people with fear and destruction, rather than to love them regardless of their fealty. With swift vengeance, Arkan plunged the world into darkness. He created a vast army of foul creatures and devised a method of spawning his innumerable followers into this world. It was through this darkness that a portal might sometimes be opened, and a vast flood of his minions would be set loose upon the world. These portals took the form of a crystal, seemingly forged from the very darkness itself. The war that ensued cost many lives, and as I watched so many of the people that I still so deeply cared for suffer, I made the decision that Arkan must be stopped. But Arkan was an immortal being like myself. My options as to how to end his reign of terror were severely limited. Yet, through careful planning and exploration of his own wicked devices, I devised a method of sealing him beyond the reach of this realm. The only cost would be my own self. For millennia I have waited, trapped in the darkness, content in my decision, yet longing to look upon the world I left behind, and to see the faces of all the people I still so deeply love. At long last a new thought has occurred to me, a way by which I might escape this prison, and still keep back Arkan from the world outside. Now the time has come, the door is soon to be opened, and I need your help to break the seal. Do not fret, the evil Arkan shall remain sealed away as long as I live. As of this time you are not strong enough to break the remaining seals, but there should still be remnants from our war that can help you become stronger. Seek out the dark crystals and use their power to become strong enough to free me, and I promise that I will bless you beyond your fondest imagination.
There will be many trials that lie ahead of you on this journey in the Realm of Balaur. You'll find a dark crystal at 240, 336. Good luck and many blessings on you, young hero. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Wow. I don't even know what to say about that. That is insane. We got this random book that has shown up out of nowhere. I'm just going to leave it in here for right now. It's literally showed up out of nowhere. No clue how it got here. And I guess that's the history of this world. I guess this world is called the Realm of Balaur. I guess that makes sense. It had to start somewhere, and yeah. I don't know. That's really weird. That is so very weird. I've said that a lot, but it's really weird that a book showed up out of nowhere, and we now, I guess, have a backstory, a history to this world. This world actually has a past before I generated it, and that is so insane. So I guess we need to go find those coordinates, 240 and 336. All right, I think I'm as geared up as I can get. So the coordinates were 240. So I know we're going to be needing to go east, and 336. So it looks like we need to head north a little bit. Not too far on the north coordinate. We are literally right there. So now we just go directly east and we'll find it. We're not far from this dark crystal. So let's see here. I've got a boat right over here from a little bit of my other explorations. So we're going to head down this direction and find ourselves this dark crystal. Just around the river bend. Yeah, I don't sing. I apologize ahead of time. But we are going around the river bend here, and I believe we are getting pretty close. We're just going to run through these. What many people don't realize is back in the day, these lily pads used to break your boat when you were coming through things like this. It was horrible. It was so bad. But I believe we have found our destination. Oh, and I already hear mean things. So I'm going to start off by getting rid of some of this water. That way I don't have to deal with it. We'll just fill in a little bit of this. And it didn't give me a Y coordinate, so we are going to have to dig and find ourselves exactly where we're supposed to go here. All right, here. So, rule number 1 in Minecraft is never dig straight down, because we could land in a cave, drop down into a cave with no way out, with lots of things that want to kill us, and that is not ideal. So, what I recommend is at least going 2x2. I know some people will do a full 4 or 2x2. I do a 1x2 here. Some people will do a full 2x2. But if I dig down here, you'll see that I'm not falling down because I'm still standing on multiple blocks. So we are going to dig down here. Okay, I think we have found it. I need these things to not blow up. Oh. yeah, we have managed to find it. And as you can see, normal dungeons, the skeleton, which is what we've got right here, the skeleton spawner, the zombie spawner, and the normal spider spawner will spawn in, or generate in, these dungeons. It is naturally genned cobblestone, which you won't find unless it's one of these. And you get some mossy cobble here as well. So if you see this in your world and you know you didn't place it, chances are it's going to be a dungeon. As I said, I used a website called chunkbase.com. My friend Email had told me about it, and you can put in your seed and look up things. And I figured that'd just be the easiest way to find one, so we could progress with the series. I can teach you a little bit about this, but at the same time, ooh, hey, stuff. Ooh, name tag, nice. At the same time, I could also use this opportunity to teach a little bit. Nice, 2 name tags. Melon seeds. I'm going to leave some of this stuff in here, I think, for right now. But I could also take the time to teach you a little bit about adding lore into your world, adding a story and a plot and things into your world to make it a little bit more interesting. And instead of just coming up and saying, "Oh, hey, here's a spawner, done," we've managed to give it a little bit more of a story and things such as a dark crystal. And we're going to make this look like a dark crystal, summoning in these troops, these followers of Arkan, the evil being that wanted to destroy and take over the world, rule the world, and things. So add a little bit of lore into it. That'll liven things up and just make it more interesting than okay, we found a spawner, we're done, time to go home. So we're going to start off by clearing out this room, and we're going to turn this into a spawner, or a farm, an experience farm. Okay, so the replay mod messed up on me and I did not get the footage recorded like I had wanted to. So we are on a backup of the world in with the same seed and everything, so that I can show you how to build this farm. It's super simple, super easy. As you can see here, I am placing torches on a stone brick exactly 4 blocks away from the spawner, being in the middle, and it's on the exact same Y level, and that will prevent the mobs from spawning. My friend Monkey actually told me about this, and it is a great way to keep mobs from spawning on your head while you're building this. Now, with any real mob farm, the main thing is simply manipulating where the mobs can spawn and then moving them where you want them. That is the easiest way to do any type of mob farm. So we are digging out here an area to drop them down. They're going to spawn in this room, they're going to fall down, and that way they can only spawn here. And then we're going to move them to where we can kill them. As you'll see here, we're going to start digging out a little area. I'm going to place up some signs here in just a moment, and that's to stop water that we're going to put in here. The water will push the skeletons into the middle, and then we got water in the middle. That will continue pushing them onto us. I'm going to get rid of the torches now so that we can see how well this works. Took me a second to get rid of all of them, but afterwards you'll see that this farm works quite well. Super simple, super easy for an early game farm. And with that, our simple XP farm is done. This is a super simple design. The only way it gets any more simple than this is to literally just walk into the room and allow them to spawn. So yeah, this is about as simple as it gets. This is about as simple as it gets. Now, all we have to do, I want to get over here on this side. We want to break that one. Break that one. We'll get rid of those. Ow. Need to break all of these and then get ourselves out of here. Like so. And then just do that. I'm gonna toss a lot in there. And now all we have to do is head down here and voila. Now, I do plan on actually making this a little bit better pretty soon, hopefully. But for the time being, we now have experience. We now have bones. We now have arrows and bows, and occasionally we'll get some enchanted or some armor and enchanted gear from them. But that still looks kind of bright in there. Oh. They got to where they were shooting me. But that's okay. Still looks a little bright. Did I leave a torch on? That tends to happen a lot. Oh, hello. You're not dead yet. Yeah, I know. Let's eat while I can, I guess. Oh, nope. I did not leave a torch. That was just the Optifine. But we are going to improve this place a little bit later on. I know I mentioned that we weren't going to go to the Nether until the Nether update, but I think I've changed my mind because I know a lot of people already have a world prepared they're playing in, and they just want to update the world once they once the update comes out. So I want to go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and go to the Nether, and then once the thing comes out, then I can show you how to reset your Nether so that you don't have to worry about having to go thousands of chunks to get the new stuff. But that'll have to wait until the next episode. The rest of this episode, as I've mentioned, we are going to make a nice little way to... we're going to add some detail into the lore of our world. Oftentimes, we think about Minecraft, we know mob spawn, and that's how the game's coded, and once it's dark and things, we discussed all that. Light level 8 or below will spawn mobs, and that's just the way the game is. But I wanted to add a little lore in there, and now we've got this this evil being, Arkan, who is able to... who brought in the darkness. He plunged this world into darkness, and that's why mobs spawn in the dark, his followers. And these dark crystals that we have... we're going to fix that here in just a couple of moments. These dark crystals that we have are some sort of thing that he managed to use to spawn in infinite numbers and all these things. So I want to kind of build up a few things around that. We'll design this tunnel out and this room and a thing up top here, and I've got some ideas for that. But I need to go prepare a few things, so I'll be back here in just a moment. Alright, got what I needed from back home. Let's go ahead and place another torch here and there. And now we are going to head over here and just craft up a few things. One, I want some black stained glass. You can smelt your sand in a furnace to get some glass. Then we can, it helps if I actually dye it, turn it into dye. Used to you didn't have to do that, but nowadays you do. So boom, let's go ahead and make a couple more sets of them here. And I'll worry about me. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and make some black concrete powder as well. I believe I've got everything I need. We just need to turn some of that. There we go. And it's just 4 sand, 4 gravel, and whatever color dye you want. Doesn't matter the orientation. Boom. There we go. And I forgot that it falls. Let's go ahead and... There we go. Fix this. Concrete powder is one of the few blocks in the game that has gravity applied to it. So, and if we get it wet with some water, it turns into actual concrete. I can hear these guys down here, so let's just head on down here and take care of some business. Oh, it's so nice being able to get experience. This means I can go and I can enchant all the things. I don't know if I mentioned this at the beginning of the video or not, but I did finally get Fortune 3. I got it after I used Fortune. I got Fortune 2 on one of my diamond picks and used it. And then after it ran out, or afterwards, I went and fortuned my diamonds, my 14 diamond ore, and got, I want to say roughly 30. Yeah, I think it was around 30 diamonds, which is where some of the equipment came from. Somewhere in there. I don't even remember. But we got a lot of diamonds from it, and I made diamond tools, but I have not made it over to the armor and stuff yet. That is next. That's what this farm is going to be for, is so that we can get plenty of experience. These guys are only very, very, very annoying. See if I can get back here. If I can get that one lit up real quick. There we go. And then I'm going to go take care of these. Like so. And thanks to Monkey's little trick with the dirt, I always know where to place my torches and keep everything nice and lit up. But what we're going to do in here is actually come back. We're going to put some black concrete here. You can use any block you want. This is literally just for the lore. This is meant to be a dark crystal. So we're going to get rid of some of this stuff. Where? Huh. And now, oh, I can't reach. Oh, there we go. We are going to crystallize this. It's not going to be anything super amazing. As you'll find out here very, very soon, I am not great at organic builds. And I say that because we are going to be doing an organic build very soon. Let's go ahead and get rid of this one. I want to make sure nothing is in the way of... I want to make sure nothing is in the way of these skellies, because I do want this to be functional over everything else. And there we go. We've got it completely dark in there, and I do believe things are still spawning. We head down here. We got a couple guys coming through. It may affect the spawn some, but like I said, this is literally just meant to be early game, and we're going to change it up a little bit later on and make it a little more efficient. But the biggest thing is I wanted it to play along in with our lore. I wanted these dark crystals to, yeah, see, it's fine. It's working just fine. I want these dark crystals to play a part into the storyline and everything. We will eventually, I'll probably replace the dirt where we place our torches. We'll probably replace those with redstone lamps. Is it needed? Not even a little. This thing, spawners will only activate, I think I've mentioned this earlier during the time lapse, they only activate within 16 blocks. So if I'm back here, that thing's not even active. It won't do anything. I have to be up here for it to work and things, but lights are cool, and why not? So this little section is done, and now on to a time lapse of the hard part. Oh boy. Got ourselves an entrance going down to the dark crystal. We've got ourselves a nice dead tree here, and I love that it ended up being in a swamp. I think it fits quite well here in the swamp feel. I thought about doing like a small, like a large boulder or rock that had fallen down here and that had a little entrance into it, but I thought this would fit better with the area, the swampy area. So we've got this giant dead tree, and you'll have to forgive me, I am not good at organic builds. It is something I have never really done outside of a small custom tree, usually the size of about an oak tree. That's about as close to organic as I get. But I'm really happy with the way this one's turned out. As far as my building skill goes, I like it. I'm happy with it. And once we go into the tree here, we can boat all the way up here. We can go in the tree, and we've got ourselves a nice little drop down. And I'll get all this cleaned up and make it look good later. Water all the way down here. Minecraft tip of the day. Slabs, stone slabs make for great water drops, because if I don't have the slab and I fall down here, I fall all the way down, and then it's kind of a pain to get out. But the slab, a bottom slab there, will just allow me to walk straight out. It's just a nice little useful tip. Nothing big and fancy, but Minecraft tip of the day: use slabs and water drops like so. You could put the sign up here and the water up above it, and then fall through it, and it'll kind of break your fall. But this works out just a little bit better, I believe. You don't take damage from it, and it's easy. And then we've got our ladder going up there, of course. But over here, we've got our dark crystal. Now, I could have put the entrance a whole lot closer, but it would have been in the water and things, and I didn't like that idea. But I love this. I love that we've got our dark crystal in there, spawning in forces, the followers of Arkan. And I'm super happy with it. I think it looks really cool, and we're gonna promote. We're going to build this up and make it a little bit easier. We're going to turn them into one-hit kills for a while, and then after a while later, we'll get a way to automate it so that we just get bones from it, because we won't need the experience anymore. But I'm super happy with it. I'm super happy with the way the world is going. We've got our lore added, and boy, do I have a story to tell with this series, and I'm looking forward to it. I think you all will enjoy it. It's not a new story. It is a story that's been told plenty of times, but I think I'm gonna try to tell it in a little bit different way. And there are some prizes coming up with this series that I have never seen done before. And I've watched a lot of Minecraft YouTube, so I'm super excited for what we've got planned, and I do mean we. Hint, 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 hint. What we've got planned for this. I may put a few more stairs right there to transition a little better. But yeah, I'm super excited, super hyped with the way all of this turned out. I'm not an organic builder, but you know, you got to start somewhere, and I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. So with that, we're going to call it an episode right there. I hope y'all have enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button for me. It does help out the channel a lot. It really, really does. And don't forget to subscribe on your way out. And with that being said, I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Hope y'all have an absolutely brotastic rest of your day. And until next time, have fun, be good, and we'll see you all later.